Hi, welcome to Penny's Crafts Creations. Thanks for joining me today and taking time out of your day to craft with me. Today I am showing you this little darling angel ornament. It doesn't have to be an ornament, it can be for everyday use if you like. It is made of yarn and wood, and then it has a plastic halo and a lanyard hook on the top. You can make these as full as you want or as loose. This one is a skinny angel here, and it has the wood heart on the top. And then this one is a little bit fuller, and it is the same style, just a little bit fuller. Then I have this one here. I went and I brushed the bottom of this one to see how it would look. I like both of them, so I think I will be doing both this year. And the wings are crocheted, and I'll show you how to do that as well as to finish off the rest of it. So if you don't want to see how I make them and you just wanted to check those out, thank you for watching and have a great day. If you'd like to continue, please follow me. So the first thing you want to do is start with your yarn, and all I did was take, like I was kind of creating a tassel, and just took the yarn and put it into this circle shape like so, and then I'm just going to put that together, just pinch it together like that. I'm going to grab another piece of the yarn, and I'm going to place it under this about halfway through. I think that's about half, and then I'm going to do a square knot. And I'm going to pull it as tight as I can for my square knot. Like so. And then I can adjust the ends because it's just a knot holding it together right now if I want to adjust the ends, which I don't. And then I want to even off my ends here because I want to thread those onto a needle. So I'm going to try and thread both pieces at once onto the needle. It can be tricky if your needle is not very big, but I didn't want to go too big because I wanted it to fit through the other pieces. So you're going to start with your wooden circle first. That's very important. You want that to go first. Then your halo piece, and in this case I'm using the plastic rings I picked up earlier this year in a haul. Then you're going to thread that on, then go back through your angel head and hold the ring and pull tight. Then you can take your needle off the yarn there and set that aside. Grab those two ends, make sure you're pulled really tight because now you're going to come through and do a square knot around that circle bead. So grab tight, do a square, and you're going to do a square knot on this side as well, or just two knots. It doesn't necessarily have to be a square knot. And then just add those to the rest of your angel. And I'm just going to trim mine because it's a little long there. Then the next part is creating the wings, and to do that I'm using a G hook for crochet and some white yarn, and my yarn is Red Heart Super Saver yarn, and it is the 7 ounce. Now I just go with what I feel comfortable with. I don't pay attention to what the yarn tells me I have to use with it. So this is not a hook you'd normally use with this yarn, but I'm going to. So I'm going to do a slip knot first. Then I'm going to chain 15 just by slipping it through. Okay, so I'm doing 15, and then I'm going to take that 15th one that I did, and I'm just going to go into the next chain to create my next row. And that's all I'm doing. I'm going to go all the way down to the end with this one, just going into each chain that I did before. And you're doubling up each row for this one. So go into that chain there, into the next one, and so forth till you come to the end. And it can be pretty tricky because I am using a smaller hook than you would normally use. If you don't want to use the size hook I am, use whatever hook you're comfortable with. You can create the wings with paper if that is something more comfortable for you. I know Hobby Lobby and Dollar Tree both have wings, and you can add those as well. So the next row, we've got the chain row and then that first row. So there's our double up. We're going to take and we're going to go skip that first hole there, and we're going to go into the next one. I'm not adding a loop onto this at all. I'm keeping just that extra one I did there. So you're going to go into each of the middle all the way to the end. And I'm trying to slow down to show you how I do this. I forget sometimes, and I just go with the flow of my crochet, and I don't even pay attention sometimes. Okay, so when you get to the end on this row here, you're gonna skip this one here and go to that very end one. And that's gonna be the top form of your wings. Grab one and then go right into that first loop there and crochet that one all the way to the end. And this one's going to be a full row all the way to that end. And the reason you're doing that is because you want to complete that bump out in the wing. You're going to create that little bump right here for the next row. So we've doubled up on that one. We're going to turn and we're going to do the same thing that we did. We're going to skip that first one and we're going to go into this next one here, and we're going to do it all the way to the end until we come to those last two stitches. So we're at those last two stitches here, and we're going to skip that one and go in there, and then chain one, and then go all the way to the end of this row without skipping. And we've formed our wings. So we'll cut that off. So we'll cut that off, and we don't need a long tail. And then I take my hook and I push it on there, and then I kind of dance it down. It helps to get it in place there. So we have our wings. We're going to play with them just to get that shape a little, and then we're going to sew these in. And you don't need a long tail for this part, and you don't have to sew them if you don't want to. I always sew my ends into my yarn work just by gliding the needle through all those ends, and it becomes part of the work. And then you just snip off on the end there, like that, and then do the same thing with the other end. You're going to sew that in as well. And I just go through those little bumps there. All your little stitches, you just go through. And then just pull it through. Guide your needle. Like so. And then cut that right on the edge. Be careful when you're cutting, you don't cut your yarn, the part you crocheted. Now we're going to take some more of that blue yarn that I used before. And now we're going to form our wings. You want the long part facing up, so going this way. So your long piece, the top longest stitch mark, is going to go this way. Your yarn is going to go this way, that you're going to use to tie it to your wings. And then you're just going to do a knot. And your wings are going to curl, that's okay. So it's going to end up looking like that. You want to do another knot to keep them in place. So hold that down and create your other knot. And there's your wings in place. Beautiful. Turn your yarn this way. So it's now going that way, and I will move you in a little closer for this step. Okay, so we have our wings going this way. Now we're going to take our beautiful little angel here, and right at that neck part is where you want to tie your next knot. So you're going underneath that wooden dowel part. I keep calling it a dowel, the wooden bead. And just do a nice tight square knot there, and then join that as part of your tassel. So we have that part there. Grab one more piece. You already need actually 2 more pieces, but for this next step you're only going to need 1. Now we're going to create the body of the angel, and you want to go underneath the wings for this part right here. See where your bottom of your wings are? That's where you want to bring your yarn. So set your angel on top of that. And then you're going to take and just create a knot again and just tie it as tight as you can get it to create that body of your angel. Just a really tight knot, and then that becomes part of your tassel as well. Well, actually it does kind of look like a tassel, so it becomes part of your angel. Now you can stop here. You don't have to add the little heart. I just think it's a beautiful touch, and it helps secure your wings a little bit more. So grab your little yarn there, and I create a little knot here on this end in the back, just a tiny little one. So just a small one, and I'm going to go up in the back of my angel, right through that yarn part on your wing, and then pull that through, and that's going to be, that little knot will be helping to secure your wing on there. Just trim that a little bit. And when you're choosing your needle, if you have these little wood buttons, you want to make sure that your needle is going to go through with your yarn on your angel. I may have chosen the wrong size needle for this, but take your needle and bring it back through the body of your angel and pull really tight. That's going to help secure your angel wings on. And then up through your wooden bead, and you're only going to go down through once, and then out the back again, making sure your needle comes through that stitch on the back of your angel wings, and then pull tight. And my needle just came off the thread. Go back through your angel wings, and you're going to come up the side of your heart there. Pull that tight, and then go around a couple times on the heart or whatever button you're choosing to use. Then I take it and I go through that thread, the yarn underneath the angel, and then I'm going to bring it down through here, and that's going to become part of the angel body. So put the needle away because we're done with that now. So we've created the body and the wings part and everything up here. Now it's time to cut. I'm going to grab my bigger scissors for this. So what I like to do is I like to cut the bottom where I want it. Make sure that's even to how you like it, and then come up on an angle. I think that adding the angle really makes it pop a little bit. It gives that tapered look to it. So you're just going to play with it until you get it to the way you like it. And there we have it. There's the bottom of the angel, and there is the angel ornament. And you can personalize these if you like by putting the wings, the name on the back of the wings, or having a banner come down, however you like. If you do the wings bigger, you can put the name on the wings. But I just like the simple look of the angel, and then I'll attach the lanyard hook on the top for hanging. So there you have it. It can be done in a variety of colors. Any array that you can do with yarn, you can do with the angels, and they don't have to be white wings. They can be whatever you like, however you like to do them. You can brush the ends to make them poofy like this one here. You can change it up. I have some stars, so I'll be also making some with stars. But that's it. Thanks for watching and taking this time to craft with me. Have a great day.